Yo, what is up, guys? So, guys, from another day so far. So, back on F122, as you can see, doing another open lobbies this time around in multiplayer for today's vidno. Yesterday and on Tuesday's vidno, I did do some good drivers and average lobbies in friends lobbies. This one is open lobbies, so a little bit different. So, I thought I'd do this for fun. So, trying to get a good start. An okay start, trying to avoid the carnage at turn 1 at Spa for the first race of the day. A little bit airtime there. A little bit surprised. Managed to get through the spinners, through the field, up the Surouche for the first time. And I'm trying to save my EOS a little bit just for, so I can save it just in case. There's a couple of spinners there. One guy has lost his momentum. Lucky I got into the top 10 by the end of the first sector. And then one guy got spun. So it puts me into P9. Trying to overtake this Aston Martin, but I decided to back out and follow him for now. Got another spinner there, and that puts me into P8 in the middle sector. So not a bad average start. And this guy went a little bit wide. And a little bit batting wheels there, but luckily we didn't lose. Luckily we didn't get spun, so it's fine. So we can move on from there. So through the middle sector nicely, not too bad. So not too bad at all. And then coming through here, I made a little mistake there, but lost all momentum on the exit. But luckily I didn't spin. That's the main thing. So at least I didn't spun. So that's the main thing. Lost all momentum towards the bus stop chicane. So I tried cover from there. As we come towards the bus stop, I got hit from the Aston Martin. So I don't know why he did that. Because I was braking normally. I think it broke too late or something and he was trying to avoid it. But he can't, it ain't gonna work. So, yeah, so back into P10. So, not too bad. At least I'm in the points though. So now I'm going to try recover from the first snap. But Doc T1 has spun down towards the Surouche. So that puts me back into P9 in this race by the end of the first sector. So yeah, so I'm going to try recover from the spin. Kind of not my fault, but I don't know why he did that. But I don't know. Maybe he lost his braking or something when I was trying to turn in normally. But that's fine. I'll just try to recover from there. Hopefully I'll get a top 5 or maybe P4 maybe if I do really well from here. Trying to use all my momentum, get a good exit as I can, trying to get a good turning at the right point. And then coming through here, this guy got spun, who took me out earlier on that one. So it's kind of fair, so... Well, at least it wasn't my fault that time, so... I mean, it's kind of even now, so... We both got spun, and... So we'll... try to recover from there. So, I've got a purple middle sector, in the middle sector, so normally I gain these guys in the middle sector, so I've got a little bit more downforce than those guys, because I need a little bit of downforce, just a tiny bit downforce, not too much, like it was at some tracks, like other tracks needs downforce, but this one I don't need that. I do need... Oh, this Red Bull has spun at the exit of the main straight. Managed to get the fastest lap though by the end of lap 2, so I've got the fastest lap of the race, so I'm the quickest guy on track. Yeah, the Red Bull got spun on the exit onto the main straight, so... Well, that's... Well, he's not going to be happy with that. So now, onto the Kemmel Straight for the third time. Saving my EOS a little bit, because I need to save it on the next snap, and then the last lap as well. So, back into P7, where I was 2 laps ago, before that spun, if that didn't happen. So anyway, using a little bit of EOS to get the momentum. Just trying to go fast as I can and do the best from there. Trying to get a good exit. Well, a little bit wide, but luckily there's no track limit. So if there was track limits, I would have got a warning for that. So it would have been 3 warnings so far. Would have been a 3-second penalty or something like that, or even a 2-second penalty if it's wide lappers. 2 seconds maybe would have been alright. So anyway, I'm trying to get going as fast as I can. Trying to get a good exit from here. Managed to do a personal best through there. And then his Alfa Romeo got into a spin on the 3rd sector. So that puts me to P6. So managed to recover. Managed to do recovery from 2 laps ago. So right behind my teammate. So if I get a DRS on this guy, I might have a chance for P5. He's a little bit DRS on the exit. Trying to get into his DRS. Lucky I'm in his DRS by the end of turn 1. And his Ferrari has spun, so that puts me into P5. So not too bad. Got into the top 5, so that's kind of what I was aiming for. And now I've got a chance for 4th. I've got DRS. Turn off a little bit, and I'll say use it again a little bit just to get past, and then save it again when I get past him. So now I finally got into P4, into the top 5. So the leaders are 5 seconds ahead of me. So yeah. So if it wasn't for that spin, I would have been right behind them in P. I would have got P3 if it wasn't for that. If it wasn't for the Aston Martin. If I didn't got spun in the first race. So I'm trying to do the best I can from there. Trying to clear away from my teammate because I don't want to get into his DRS zone. And a little bit less on ERS. I think it's about 35% now on the ERS. So just trying to save as much as I can on the next straight and also the first sector as well. Trying to save it a little bit on the last lap. So yeah, so this is only the first race of the day, so it's not one of the best races so far, but it is the best recovery from 3 laps ago. So that is my best recovery. Well, I wouldn't say it's best recovery so far, but it's just one of another best recoveries. So I'm okay with that. Well, I'm doing 3 races today in this today's video. So 1 at Austria, 1 at France after this. So Austria looks interesting, and also France. I haven't done France in a while, so this would be very interesting later on. So on to the end of the first sector. Ran over the ERS at this stage, so just trying to recover from the spin, and I'm gaining on P3 right in front of me, so I gained about 1.5 seconds on the last, about a lap ago. It was 5 seconds a lap ago, now it's 3.5 seconds. So I'm definitely catching P3 on the road, but if it wasn't for that spin, I would have got P3, so it would have been a podium, would have been nice. But oh well, happens all the time. You get punted, you make mistakes going wide, getting a penalty, and then not that. So yeah, not a bad first race, but I say it's kind of average for me. Not a bad recovery from the spin, so I'll take it all day. So I had the fastest lap, but he had the fastest lap now, so from earlier. Just trying to do the best I can. And he's won the race, so fair play to him. No issues at all. And I managed to gain another 5/10 on P3, but it's not enough to get a podium. But I'll take a top 5 all day around Spa, so not too bad. First race of the day. So these are the results from the first race. So yeah, not too bad at all. So now the next race is at Austria, at the Red Bull Ring. I think I'm starting at the back again. I think I'm 16th again for this one. Same as the first race. I think I'm at the back. Yeah, I am at the back in the next race, so this is race 2. So this one might be a bit tough to get through the field, but I have to wait and see when we start the race. So 5 nights are out, and away we go at Ostia. Trying to get an okay start. I know he's going to get carnage at the first corner. And then this Williams just barge into everyone. I managed to gain a few places. And then the Asimon nearly closed the door on me. And then the Williams almost closed the door on me. So those two nearly closed the door on me. But luckily I'm being spun. And then a little bit of carnage there. He went a little bit wide. Managed to get a good momentum. Using a bit of EOS. And then we've got some spinners right in front of us. That puts me into P9. So that's not a bad start actually. So I'm quite pleased with that. So through the middle sector, just trying to follow this, some of these guys, and then trying to stay away from these curves like this one. It does catch you out. Does catch you out when you in a race. So trying to avoid that as much as I can. And then coming towards the last 2 corners, managed to get the Ferrari before turn 10. And then we've got 3 spinners right in front of me. So that puts me into P4 by the end of that one. So I went from 16th to P4 in one lap. So I gained 12 places by the end of that one. So that was not... that's a really good start on that one. I think that's one of the best... That might be the best nat ones I've done. I think that's the best nat one I've done so far around Ostia. So... And then this guy went a bit wide. Managed to get the traction and the momentum, but he had EOS, so I decided to save it a little bit before the next nap. So I'm just trying to stay calm. So from this AlphaTauri, so he's weaving a little bit, nagging a little bit, but I'm just gonna stay calm. He went a little bit. Well, I managed to go down the inside, a little bit wide there. Had the inside. And then he managed to do a switchback. And then he barged me off, but a little bit bargy there. But I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just let him have it P3 back, because DOS is kind of available on this nap right now. So I thought I'd let him through, so I can have the DOS. And I managed to I'll do a personal best. Well, I got the DOS on this guy. That's why I was decided to let him back through. So I'm not using my EOS just yet, because I want to save it for the exit of turn 3. So he goes a little bit wide, lost all the momentum, managed to get the traction, DRS, EOS, DRS as well, and that puts me to P3. So that was very nice. And then this guy made a mistake. He had the fastest nap. And that puts me to P2 by the middle sector on that 3. So yeah, so I went from 16th to P2 in about 3 laps. So that was one of the best 3 laps I ever did really around Ostia. So yeah, that was the best start, best overtakes, and also best nicely through there. I was driving really well I'm doing really well in this lobby, so I was driving really well today. So not bad either, but luckily I managed to get into P2. And the leader is about 2 seconds up the road, so maybe a win's impossible from there, but if he makes a mistake or gets a 2-second penalty, I might have a chance for a win if he has a 2-second penalty or he makes a mistake, like the second guy did about a lap ago, who got spun at turn 4. So I'll take a podium all day, but it's still got another lap remaining. So I'm just trying to do the best I can to pull away from the rest of the field. So I've got a 2-second gap from P3, so nicely, not too bad. So I can relax a little. I can just relax a little bit. So coming towards the end of the last lap right now. I still got about 15% of the EOS remaining. So trying to save as much as I can for the next straight and also turn 3 as well on the exit, saving as much as I can. I am definitely catching the leaders. I'm definitely catching the leader in the Red Bull, but it's just too late to challenge him. So if it was another 2 more laps, I would have. If it was 25%, I would have been on the back of him or something, and then would have been all right. That's fine. I'll take P2 all day. So not a bad start, not a bad overtakes, not a bad momentums. Yeah, I'll definitely take it all day on race 2. So not too bad, actually. So yeah, so getting closer, but not by much. So yeah, so he's won. So I managed to get P2 from 16th on the grid. So I'll definitely take a podium all day. So that's the best start. I think that's the best lap ones I've ever had so far around Austria. So not a bad start, actually. So yeah, so that was race 2. Just looking at the results right now from 20th. So yeah, 16th to P2. I'll take that all day for this one. So yeah, not bad first. Okay, I'm okay with the first race. This one was really good. Not too bad for this one. So now we're at France, at Paul Ricard. So it's been a while since I did France. I think it's about a month now since I did France. So this one was really good. So this is actually the best races. This is actually the best race I have so far. Best race I've done so far on F122. So the start was not bad. I am in the top 10 to starting of the grid. Trying to be careful at the first corner. Those guys were spinners right there, so it puts me into P3 already by turn 3. So and then I've got these 2 Mercedes guys run in front of me. So it feels like Mercedes were dominated back in the day when they won 2 years ago. So now I'm in P3. So this is kind of where I need to be, really. So I decided to set my EOS down decided to set my EOS a little bit, because I'm not going to fight that much. I'm just going to follow Mercedes, 2 Mercedes in front of me. So using EOS a little bit, but I am definitely gaining. I'm definitely gaining it a little bit. So I started to turn it off a bit early, so I can save it a bit more on the next few laps. Through the third sector now, just trying to keep calm and hopefully I don't get punted or something, or even hit someone in front of me. So coming towards the end of the first lap right now. Using a little bit of EOS there, but not too much. I've still got about 90% of the EOS, so I'm just saving it a bit more as much as I can. So coming towards lap 2, these 2 are going side by side down towards turn 3. So I decided to watch on this point. Luckily, they didn't get tangled. So coming towards the middle sector now, onto this back straight. Starting using a little bit of EOS here, a little bit. Not too much, because I know I'm gaining on those guys down the straight. So he's going for it. And then he's trying to get it back. And then those 2 got almost into a sideways. And that puts me into P2. Using a little bit of EOS to get momentum. Lucky I got into P2. So I'm splitting Mercedes right now. And even my teammate is right behind me as well. But he's got a 2-second penalty from something. Maybe contact or maybe a warning. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, so I'm just trying to follow the leader. We've still got another 3 laps remaining in this race. So just trying to stay calm and hopefully those 2 don't hit me behind, or the leader don't brake test me or something. But it's fine. But luckily he didn't brake test me, so luckily those drivers are not too bad. Managed to set the fast lap of the race till this guy set the fast lap of the race. So now into the DRS. Now DRS is available on this lap. So I'm just trying to stay in this DRS, but I don't want to overtake him. I don't want to overtake him straight away on lap 3, because I want to save it for the last lap. So that's one. That is kind of my plan at the moment in this race. So I'm happy in P2 right now. Using a little bit of EOS and DRS there. By the time I got to this bit, I turned the DRS off. So I decided just let him go through, just follow him behind, save a little bit of EOS and all that. And then I lost a little bit of momentum, not a little bit wide there, but managed to get the EOS, and I managed to gain a little bit on the leader. So I decided to turn it off straight away. I think he's saying he might be no on the EOS or something, I don't know. But it's fine, but I'll take it. Through the first sector once again. Taking it a little bit wide there, but luckily I managed to recover. So not too bad. So I decided I'm happy I'm happy staying behind him, so I can get the DRS, so I can save my EOS a little bit. Coming towards the end of that 3. Starting to use DRS here a bit for a few seconds, then I decided to turn it off again. So, because I don't want to go for the move at turn 1, because I want to follow him on this lap, and of course the last lap as well. So I'm feeling okay at this point. Just trying to stay calm and just follow the leader and see what happens from there. Yeah, this one is the best race I've done so far on F122, so you'll see why. I mean, this is why, so that's why I called it the whole thing for this one, and including Austria in the PSC race. Not a bad 5 laps there, not a bad overtakes there, and managed to get from 60 to P2, P4 in 1 lap. And then Belgium, I managed to do a comeback. Not bad for P4, but it's not bad either. So I didn't overtake him on this lap, because I know there's one more lap remaining. And I used a little bit DRS, but not too much, because I decided to follow him through the chicane and of course the end of the lap. And of course the first sector as well. He's gone a little bit wide again, so I decided, okay, that's fine. And then my teammate's right behind me, so this is a battle for the lead. So we got 3 cars battling for the lead of this race. So this is a good, well, yeah, so 3 cars are fighting for the lead. So I use a bit of DRS here, but I decided to turn it off once again, because I want to save it for the next straight, on the back straight to down towards the chicane at turn 8. A little bit lost momentum there, but you started using EOS a little bit here, get a momentum back. Right, coming towards the few corners at the end of the first sector. Now this is where I'll be getting the power down. So I'm trying to get a good exit here as much as I can, using EOS. Get through here nicely, using DRS as well right now, using all my deployment and DRS. I turn it off about here so I can save it for the next straight, and I managed to overtake the lead of the race on lap 5. And now I start to use the EOS on the exit a bit for like a couple seconds, up to about 40%. So I've got loads of EOS remaining. I think I have about 60% when I was on that back straight. So yeah, I got into the lead, and then that was the race from there. So all I have to do is try hold on at the end of the lap, just making sure I don't make a mistake in the 3rd sector before it gets worse. But luckily I didn't, so decided to keep my... And I decided to go for the fastest lap on this lap, and I'm purple in the middle sector. And it costs a 9, that's P1, and that is the victory at France, and the fastest lap as well. So I'll definitely take that all day. So yeah, so that is the best race I had so far on F122. So yeah, I was really pleased with it. I was happy with it, and no issues with me and Anita, so nothing there. So yeah, so nice racing between those guys. So apart from the Mercedes when they got tangled at the chicane on that too. So yeah, so I was quite happy with that. So I'll take that all day. So yeah, so this was the Fidno for this one. 3 races for today. So I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, make sure you like the Fidno, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also turn notifications as well, so for more F122. And see you guys around, see you guys next time for more F122, and other things as well, like time trials and all that. I'll definitely do that soon. And also the other multiplayers as well, like that. And hope you guys have a nice day, enjoy your day, and see you later.